Welcome, Bernie from Axxis, one of my favorite German heavy metal bands that I've been following for quite a long time. And new album finally after a very long time coming home.
Wow, you got it already. Cool.
I got it already. Yeah, a very good record actually. One of the things I like about it, and I haven't really talked too much about it, but I think I really like the songs on it. I think the production and the mix is very well done, very well polished, and overall, very good record. Probably, in my opinion, one of the better albums you've put out. So let's talk about the new album, Coming Home.
Yeah.
Talk about the concept behind it. And, he's got a really awesome cover. And just in general, I think it's very good.
Yeah, the cover is wonderful. Thomas Everard, he did already the cover from Paradise in Flames, and I didn't know this. And he said to me, we met us on the Knockout Festival, and I saw his huge pictures in a small hall there, and I was fascinating about his job. And I asked him for the new Axxis cover, to work for the new Axxis cover, and he said, okay, and now this is our idea. This warrior with a flag and a baby in his arms, and the KI, the AI machine animal head on this warrior, and he did it. He painted, and it looks wonderful, and I think it's great. And it works with the title Coming Home. In the beginning, Coming Home, I think it was a little bit a weak title for a rock album, because it's sounds like country and western or something like that. Very, very weak in my opinion. But on the other hand, it's working with the story behind it, because this is our last record, and the Axxis circle is closing right now, and we are coming home, and we are playing in every town again this year, and we're coming home in every town to our fans. And so the concept of this album, we try to get a concept in this album, because we wrote all the songs during the Corona phase, and we couldn't meet each other so much. So one week we wrote this song, the other week we wrote that song, and the concept was to try to show the people on this record the wide range of different styles Axxis did over the 35 years. And that's what we tried to get. And if it's working for you, by the way, it's wonderful. That's great.
It's interesting you say that, because when you talk about the different styles that the band has had over the last 35 years, really, when you do listen to this, it was the next thing I was going to bring up. You do hear pretty much a pretty good variety of the styles you've done over the years. Like I can hear some of the stuff from, couple of the songs sound like, the early days. I hear, like the first song reminds me of the days of like when Utopia and stuff was coming out.
Exactly.
And you just kind of combined everything that you've done over the years on this record.
Exactly.
So you're saying it's the last album. There's going to be no more Axxis albums after
this. That's it. The problem is in my situation right now. Harry told me, the main reason was the Corona crisis. Harry told me that he wants to retire, and he's 64 years old, and he wants to change his life a little bit. And we are a company with two people. And if somebody left the company, we got a problem with the company because of taxes and whatever, only from the business point of view. And now we are directly in the promotion of the new album Coming Home. And this information, or this statement from Harry, was shocking me, because I have no time now to plan my future, to get plans for the future, whatever. And I was a little bit, I'm a little bit helpless right now. But what we can say is, without Harry, in the future, it's not Axxis anymore. And that's the reason why we say this is the last album that we did together, and the last Axxis album where you can expect something, what you have to expect, the style of song, the kind of songwriting. And I don't know what's going on in the future if I wrote the songs by myself. I cannot imagine how this will work, because I need a reflection, and I need sometimes trouble, and I need some fights for ideas and whatever. If I'm fighting with myself, I don't know what's happening in the future. That's the reason why this is the last Axxis album.
Gotcha. Well, now let's talk a little bit about the band in general. Since we're talking about 35 years. I mean, you've really put out a lot of great stuff. Now, before this, you had the 30th anniversary album. You re-recorded all of the older stuff, the EMI stuff, which I thought. I'll be honest with you. I thought those I'm always 50-50 when a band remixes something or they re-record something.
Yeah.
Do I like it better? And actually, I did like those recordings better. And looking back on that, how do you feel about those recordings compared to the earlier stuff, compared to the actual earlier recordings you did during that time period?
Yeah. Imagine when we were 1989, we're going back in this period of time. We were young, we were in greenhouse, we have no knowledge about recording an album. We got tapes, the noises everywhere, noises. We have to get rid of noises everywhere. And for us, it was a kind of journey, a kind of, I don't know, experience that was wonderful. And then we are musicians right now. We got experiences working in a recording studio. The times change. We got the digital recording system right now, and that was the reason for us to say Axxis 1989 is another band than Axxis in 2030. What was 24? And that was the main reason why we said let's put this old sound, this vintage old sound in the future, because we try to record everything digitally in a modern way of modern way of recording. And by the end of the day, what the people say is Axxis is a band who write timeless songs. The songs are working in the past, the songs are working in the present, and the songs will work in the future, I think. And that's the reason why we just want to sound it a little bit more modern. That's all.
Yeah. No,
but you're right. The magic of 1989 is not on this record.
Yeah, but I got to be honest with you. I think some of the songs, the way that they were recorded, I like the way they sound better than
modern.
The original ones. And you came out with that right during pandemic time. And then you had that EP that you put out, Virus of a Modern Time, kind of more of a I guess a demo, right? I mean, I remember that coming out. It was basically, I mean, were they leftover songs that you put out, or were they written for that, or?
No, Virus of a Modern Time was written in 2006 for a theater project called the Prometheus Brain Project, where we put songs together. We try to look in the future in 2006, what's going on in the future in Germany or Europe or in the world.
Yeah.
And we're talking about boats of hope, that a lot of people coming to Europe with boats, and it's happening in this period of time. And we're talking about a virus that's spreading over the whole world, and it's coming out in 2020, 2020, no? What is it? And that was horrible. We saw this theater project, this song material for the theater project, and we see that everything what we wrote, what we're talking about, was reality right now. And that was the main reason why we put this only digitally in the market.